Holland got started amazingly at a Christian concert. We were there to see Ashes Remain after an I Love My City event. And Darren walked up to me and said, "Do you know anybody that plays sax?"
Something told me, ask him if you know anybody that plays saxophone. So I did. And the funny part is, I found out later, he told me he was going to tell me another guy.
And I was thinking in my head, yeah, I know others, but I play. And this little voice in my head said, "Tell him you play." And I said, "Darren, you won't believe it. Even though I'm a pastor, I'm a saxophonist." And he said, "Really?" He said, "I'm going to give you this track, this song. Let's collaborate on it and let's see where it goes."
Within a week later, we were in the studio recording our first song, "Steps of a Good Man."
After we released that first song, it was amazing how many people were inspired by our music and by our story. And we released it. Radio took it around the country. Jazz radio stations took this song that was based upon the Psalms. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. And radio loved it, jazz loved it. And so doors started opening. You know, we've been to Las Vegas, we've been various cities, and doors just started opening for us. People started writing about how they were inspired, and other people started, pursuing their dreams.
You know, I would like to take credit for that. I'm pretty sure Pastor Holland and I would like to take credit for it, but I would have to say, I think it was just prayer and just it's just what's in us comes out in our music, and that's the sound, a heavenly sound. So, a lot of the songs are birthed from worship, just, him worshiping at home, I'm worshiping at home, we come together and we may just start playing around, sometimes we just worship, and out of the worship, a song is birthed. And it's like, hey, let's record this. And so some of the songs are written, most of the songs are written from that.
Being Christian means that you are a follower of Jesus, and that means in lifestyle and obedience. And so I think that can't help but bleed through in the music, right? God not only uses the art, but he also uses the artist. And we see that all throughout Scripture, that God uses men and women for his glory. And so I think that's, I believe there's Christian art, honestly. And that's what we feel when you listen to Thank You. We've even had radio stations that have said to us, please, whatever you do on the second CD, don't change your sound. There's something different about your sound. And we believe that sound, that difference is our love for Jesus.
What we do when we play, that scripture when Saul, he was vexed with the devil, and he called for David to come in and play. And David came in and played, didn't say a word, he just simply played, and he drove that devil out of there, that demon spirit out of there. And so what we like to do, we like to go places like, for instance, we went down to Sparrow Hospital.
Jazz on the Grand, that's a new concert series here in Lansing. We played the Chicken Wing Festival. We also did the African American Chamber of Commerce here in Lansing as well. And we put our own event together to honor fathers on Father's Day. Cool event. It was called Jazz with Dads. I think the calling card for Horn and Holland, in my view, is that everything we do it from God's love.
We write music to shift the atmosphere. So that's wherever we go, we believe. Whenever we take the stage, whether it's in a church or at a hospital or on the smallest stage to the biggest venue, the atmosphere will be changed.
And I think that's our calling card, is that we want God to be in every song that we write.